Imagine a world where every place has a new taste, a new smell, and a new story. From busy markets in Bangkok to nice cafes in Paris, from the spicy parts of India to the sunny coasts of Italy, food is more than just what we eat. It is a party. It is old ways. It is a way to meet people and see places. And it is your ticket to a whole new world of learning. Have you ever seen how food brings people together, no matter where you are? Eating together can make people friends, start talks, and make quick connections. It is a language we all know, a feeling we all have. What if we told you this language for everyone could be your secret way to learn English? Hello, and welcome to English Bites. Taste the world, learn the words. I am Chef Alex, and I am very happy you are here. Do you want to get better at English? Maybe you think old ways of learning are a bit boring? Well, get ready to make it exciting. Here, we think learning English should be as good and fun as trying new food. Our main idea is simple. Learning English can be a fun and easy trip by looking at the tasty world of food and different cultures. Think about it. Food is everywhere. It is in our homes, our restaurants, when we travel. And with it, there are so many words, phrases, and cool stories. We will take you on a food trip, and with every taste, you will find new ways to speak, understand, and connect in English. So, how does this learning English with food really work? It is all about making learning easy and fun. We use something you already love and know, food. When you learn about a new dish, you do not just learn a word. You learn about what is in it, how to make it, its history, and the culture it comes from. For example, learning the word sauté is not just remembering what it means. It is understanding how to cook something, picturing it in the pan, and maybe even trying it yourself. We will teach you important words, from talking about tastes and how food feels to telling someone what to do and ordering in a restaurant. You will learn grammar without trying. Think about recipes. They have lots of orders and explanations, which are perfect for practicing commands and describing things. And the best part? You will practice speaking without even knowing it. 1. Learning English with food. Forget boring books. We will make learning English fun with tastes that take your words and your tongue all around the world. This is where the magic happens. We will turn your meals into your own English class. It is not just about eating. It is about feeling, telling about it, and being with others. And guess what? You are probably already doing this. You just need to look at it in a new way. Look at this. This is not just a yummy bowl of noodles. For us, it is a door. A door to new English words, new ways to talk, and a deeper feeling for the place that made it. When we find something great to eat, what is the first thing we want to do? We want to talk about it. This natural feeling to share our happiness is our very first and strongest English learning tool. It is like a secret key that food gives us. Think about it. What do you say when food is just, wow? Do you say delicious? That is a common word, right? It means it tastes very, very good. But there are many other ways to say it. Maybe it is tasty. That is a bit simpler, but still good. Or maybe it is so good that your mouth waters just thinking about it. We call that mouth-watering. Imagine saying a juicy burger is mouth-watering. It makes you see it, right? And what about the smell? Sometimes, before you even taste it, the smell tells you everything. We might say it is aromatic if it has a strong, nice smell, like coffee or spices. Or, if the tastes are really strong and interesting, we use the word flavorful. A dish can be savory, which means it is not sweet, but has that deep, good taste, like a nice soup or cooked chicken. Or, if it has that nice sweet taste, it is sweet, of course. But we can also say it is luscious or delightful. Now, let us go from telling about food to doing things. When you go out to eat, you need to order. That is an important action word. You say, I would like to order the pasta, please. You just used a new English word in a real moment. And what if you are not sure what to pick? You can ask, what do you recommend? This is a very useful set of words. It shows you are interested and ready to try something new. Or maybe you have a question about what is in the dish. You might ask, what is in this? Or does this have nuts? If you cannot eat them, These are real, everyday questions that you will use many times. Learning these phrases is not like memorizing a list. It is like learning a secret way to enjoy your food and talk with others. You are not just visiting. You are part of it. Every food, every dish, has a story. And learning about that story is learning words. Think about learning the word ingredients. These are the things that go into a dish. If you are making a salad, your ingredients might be lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. If you are baking a cake, your ingredients are flour, sugar, and eggs. When you learn the name of a dish, you are learning a part of its culture. Take paella. It is a famous Spanish rice dish. Just knowing that word starts a talk about Spain. Or sushi. That word makes you think of Japan right away. When you learn words like simmer, bake, fry, or chop, you are not just learning action words. You are learning the actions that make these wonderful foods real. It is about more than just words, though. It is about being with others. Imagine you are at a friend's house and they made a special dish. You can say, "This is amazing. What is your secret ingredient?" This simple question shows you like their work and starts a longer talk. You are making friends through food, and your English is getting better with every bite. Let us think about the idea of cuisine. That is a special word for a way of cooking, often from a certain country or area. We talk about Italian cuisine, Mexican cuisine, Thai cuisine. Learning this word helps you put different kinds of food into groups and talk about them in a smarter way. And what about the tools we use? Learning words like pan, pot, knife, spoon, and fork are basic. But we can go deeper. Think about a whisk, that is for beating eggs or cream. Or a grater, that is for shredding cheese or carrots. Even learning the word recipe is a big step. A recipe is a set of steps for cooking a certain dish. It is like a map to delicious food. When you read a recipe, you will see words like preheat, turning on your oven before you cook, sauté, cooking. Food fast in a little oil, or boil, heating liquid until bubbles come up. These are all action words that describe what happens in the kitchen. And understanding them is key to following steps and making your own wonderful food. Think about how food feels too. Is it creamy? Is it crunchy? Is it chewy? Is it fluffy? Telling about how food feels adds so much detail to your words. A good mousse is creamy and light. A well-cooked vegetable might be crispy on the outside and soft inside. A baguette is known for being crusty on the outside and soft within. And let us not forget the temperature. Is your soup piping hot? Is your ice cream icy? Is your drink refreshing and cold? These simple words help you say exactly what you are feeling. Sometimes, you might find food that is a little different. It might be spicy, meaning it has a strong, hot taste, often from chili peppers. You might say, "This curry is very spicy." Or it could be sour, like a lemon, or bitter, like dark chocolate or coffee. Learning these taste words helps you say exactly what you taste. And what about when you are sharing food? You might serve it to your guests. You might share a plate. You might even pass the salt. These are simple actions, but they are important parts of talking about eating together. We can even learn about the types of food. There are fruits, like apples and bananas. There are vegetables, like carrots and broccoli. There are grains, like rice and wheat. There are dairy foods, like milk and cheese. And there are proteins, like meat, fish, and beans. Learning these groups helps you put your words in order and understand talks about food better. Think about the word garnish. That is the small bit of parsley or a slice of lemon you put on top of a dish to make it look nice. It is a small detail, but it is part of the language of how food looks. Even the way we eat can teach us words. In some places, people use chopsticks. In others, they use cutlery, which is a general word for knives, forks, and spoons. And in some places, people eat with their hands. Understanding these differences is part of understanding the culture, and it is all part of learning English. So, you see, every meal is a chance. That yummy food you just ate? It was not just good for your stomach. It was good for your brain. You probably learned new words just by thinking about what you ate and how it tasted. You practice telling about it, maybe even asking about it. This is the main idea of our way, food-based English learning. It is about using the things you love, like food, to make learning easy, natural, and fun. It is about making English feel less like work and more like an adventure. So, we have seen how tasting can lead to talking. But what happens when you want to make these yummy foods yourself? Get ready to put on your apron, because next, we are going into the kitchen to learn some important cooking actions. 2. Tasting foods from around the world. Forget old books. We are going on a taste adventure. The best way to learn English is not by reading. It is by tasting food from all over the world. Each bite and smell is a door to a new place and new English words. Let's begin. Imagine you are in Italy. You see a beautiful plate of food. It is pasta. Pasta is more than just a word. It is a feeling. This pasta is made with simple things, flour and eggs. That is the magic. Now, look at this sauce. It is not thin. It is thick and full of taste. We call this sauce rich. It is also savory. Savory means it is not sweet. It has a deep, good taste, often a little salty. Think of a good soup. That is savory. When you take a bite and close your eyes because it is so good, you say, wow, this is delicious. Delicious means very, very tasty. Let's go to Thailand. Smell that? It is amazing. This is a spicy Thai green curry. Spicy means it has a little heat. It makes your tongue tingle. Can you smell those nice smells? Those are fragrant herbs. Fragrant means it has a strong, good smell, like flowers. And the feel of it. It is not watery. It is smooth and soft. We call that creamy. Creamy is a wonderful word for things that are smooth, like cream. This dish has many tastes. It is a little sweet. Just a little sweetness. It is a little sour. That sharp taste wakes up your mouth. Altogether, it is very flavorful. Flavorful means it has many interesting and good tastes. It is not boring, it is full of taste. So, did you learn new words? We learned pasta, flour, eggs, rich, savory, delicious, spicy, fragrant, creamy, sweet, sour, and flavorful. That is a whole meal of words. The best part? When you try these foods, you use these words without thinking. You are not trying to remember. You are living it. You might say, this pasta is so savory, I love it. Or, this curry is wonderfully fragrant and creamy. We want you to feel happy and brave to use your English. Think about it. When you are at a restaurant or cooking at home, how do you talk about your food? You can use these words. You can point and say, this looks delicious. Or if someone asks about your meal, you can say, it was very flavorful, a little spicy, and wonderfully creamy. You are already talking about food and practicing your English. It is like a secret way to learn. Let's try more. Here is Japanese ramen. Ramen is soup with noodles. The soup can be hearty, meaning it fills you up and is very good. And it is often very umami. Umami is a special taste, a deep, good taste that makes you want more. And look at these tacos. Tacos are so fun. You can put anything inside. Maybe tender chicken. Tender means it is soft and easy to eat. Or maybe crispy lettuce. Crispy means it is firm and makes a little crunch when you bite it. You can put tangy salsa on top. Tangy is like sour, but brighter, more lively. What about these small bites? This cheese might be sharp. Sharp cheese has a strong taste. Not sweet at all. And these olives? They can be a little bitter. Bitter is a taste that is not sweet, sour, or salty. Think of coffee or dark chocolate. It is a taste that can be very interesting. The world has so many amazing tastes. And each one helps you learn. When you try these foods, you are not just eating, you are filling your mind with English. You are building words that are alive, connected to real things. Think about it. Learning the word delicious by tasting good pasta is much easier to remember than just reading it. You connect the word to how it feels, how it smells, and the whole experience. That connection makes the word stay. It becomes yours. And it's not just single words. It's how you put them together. You can say things like, I really want something savory. Or, this fruit is so sweet and refreshing. Or, I love how creamy this dessert is. You can use these sentences right away. They're useful. And they come from just enjoying food. What about this? What do you think it tastes like? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it perhaps a little exotic? Exotic means unusual, different, and often from a faraway place. Trying new fruits is a great way to learn new words. You might say it is juicy, meaning it has a lot of liquid inside. Or maybe it has a smooth skin, unlike another fruit that might be rough. So, let's remember. Tasting food is a fun way to learn English. We learned rich, savory, delicious, spicy, fragrant, creamy, sweet, sour, flavorful, hearty, umami, tender, crispy, tangy, sharp, bitter, exotic, juicy, smooth, and rough. That is a lot of amazing words. And the best part? This is just the start. Every country, every place, every dish has its own tastes and its own English words waiting for you. Don't feel worried about learning. Just be curious. Be ready to try new things. And let your taste buds show you the way. When you try a new dish, ask yourself, what does it smell like? Is it fragrant? What does it feel like in your mouth? Is it creamy? What does it taste like? Is it sweet? How does it make you feel? Is it delicious? Answering these questions in English is practicing. It is learning. It is making those words part of what you say. You are not just studying English, you are living it, one tasty bite at a time. So, the next time you see a dish you have never tried, don't be afraid. And as you do, remember all the new English words that are waiting for you. Learning English can be a fun and easy trip, and it all starts with the amazing world of food. Now, we have tasted some wonderful foods and learned some great new words. But what happens when you want to order food yourself? When you want to tell the waiter what you like or ask for something special? That is where our next adventure begins. We will learn how to talk about food in real situations. Get ready. 3. Connecting cultures through cuisine. Food is amazing. It is more than just what our bodies need to live. It is a story. It is how we connect with others. Think about it. No matter where you go in the world, people love to eat. And when we share food, we share something very special. This is the main idea of English Bites. We use this common love for food to help you learn English and to learn about different cultures. It is not like sitting in a classroom. It is like traveling the world, tasting something new with every bite. Look at that. Everyone smiles when they eat. It is a language we all understand. A happy sound shared over pasta. A quiet moment enjoying a tasty curry. These are the things that make learning English feel like an exciting trip, not a hard job. We are not just trying to remember words. We are learning about people. We are tasting their traditions. We are becoming part of their stories. This is learning English with food. It is fun, it is easy, and it works because it uses something we already love. Let us look at a clear example. Imagine you are in Thailand. This is pad thai. It is a very popular dish, and it is a great way to learn some new English words. The name itself tells us something. Pad means stir-fried in Thai. So, right away, we have a new word, stir-fry. What does stir-fry mean? It means to cook food very fast in a hot pan, usually with a little oil, and you keep moving the food around. Like this. You are not cooking it slowly for a long time. You are cooking it quickly with heat. You can stir-fry vegetables, chicken, tofu, noodles, almost anything. It is a good way to cook healthy food because you do not need much oil and the food stays crisp and fresh. So, the next time you see a dish like this, you can say, this is stir-fried noodles. It is a simple word, but it helps you understand a lot about cooking. Now, what else is in this tasty pad thai? You will often find peanuts. We call these peanuts. Say it with me, peanuts. They add a wonderful crunch and a nutty taste, right? In English, we call them peanuts. They're a type of seed, but most people think of them as a yummy snack or something to add to food. You can eat them by themselves, add them to salads, or, like you see here, sprinkle them on top of your stir-fried noodles. And what about the taste? Pad Thai is known for its amazing mix of tastes. It is a little sweet, a little sour, and a little salty. This mix is very important in many Asian foods. It is not just one strong taste, it is how different tastes work together. When you talk about food, you can use words like sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. For Pad Thai, you might say, I love the sweet and sour taste of this Pad Thai. The peanuts add a nice crunch. See how easy that is? You are describing the food, and you are using new English words. Delicious. Now, besides the foods and how they are cooked, food also teaches us about culture and how people act. When you eat in Thailand, there are certain ways to behave. For example, it is very common to use chopsticks and a spoon. The spoon is usually for scooping up sauces or rice, and the chopsticks are for picking up the noodles and other solid foods. It might seem a little hard at first, but it is part of the experience. And there is a lovely phrase that people often say before they eat in Thailand, kin khao la. It means, have you eaten yet? It is a way to show you care about someone. In English, we have similar phrases. When you are about to eat with friends, you might ask, are you guys hungry? Or, what's for dinner? And when someone offers you food, it is always polite to say, thank you. Or, this looks delicious. Saying, this looks delicious, is a wonderful phrase. It shows you like the food and the work that went into making it. It is friendly and positive. Imagine you are invited to someone's home for dinner. You try their special dish and you say, wow, this looks delicious. Thank you so much for inviting me. That is not just good manners, it is building a connection. You are using English to show respect and thanks. Let us change our focus and travel to Italy. Italy. The land of pasta, pizza, and risotto. This soft, warm dish is a main food in northern Italy. The most important part here is the rice. We use a special kind of rice called arborio rice. It is short and has a lot of starch, which is what makes risotto so nicely creamy. When you make risotto, you do not just put the rice in water. It takes time. You cook the rice first, then you add hot broth, a little at a time, while stirring all the time. This constant stirring is important. It makes the starch from the rice come out, creating that smooth and soft texture. The word for this process is very clear. You're simmering the rice. Simmer means to cook something gently in liquid, just below boiling. You see small bubbles, but it is not boiling hard. It is a gentle, slow cook. This is how you get the rice to soak up the broth and become soft. So, you are not boiling it fast, you are simmering it. This word, simmer, is useful for many kinds of cooking, not just risotto. You can simmer soup, simmer sauces, or even simmer vegetables to make them soft. What else is in a classic risotto? Often, you will find mushrooms, cheese, usually Parmesan, and sometimes white wine. The wine adds a lovely deep taste. When you add the wine, you will often hear the word sauté. Sauté is a French word that we use a lot in English cooking. It means to cook food quickly in a small amount of hot fat, like oil or butter. You want to give the food a little color, make it a bit soft, but not cook it all the way. So, you might sauté onions and mushrooms before adding them to your risotto. It brings out their flavor. It is a quick fry, a fast cook. Now, let us talk about tasting. When you taste risotto, what do you notice? It is rich, it is creamy, and it is often savory. Savory is a wonderful word to describe foods that are not sweet. Think of cheese, broths, roasted meats, or even a good tomato sauce. They have a deep, pleasing taste. Risotto is definitely savory. When you describe food, you can use savory to mean it has a delicious, pleasant taste that is not sugary. So, you might say, this risotto is so creamy and savory. It is a great word to add to your English words. When you eat in Italy, there is a strong feeling of enjoying the meal. It is not just about eating fast. It is about taking your time, talking with the people you are with, and really enjoying the food. A common Italian saying when you are enjoying a meal is buon appetito, which means enjoy your meal. In English, We can say the same thing, enjoy your meal, or bon appetit, which comes from French, but is used a lot. So, from the bright, stir-fried noodles of Thailand with their crunchy peanuts to the creamy, simmered, and savory risotto of Italy, we are seeing how food is a bridge. It connects us to different cultures, and it gives us many chances to learn new English words and phrases. Remember, stir-fry, peanuts, simmer, sauté, savory. These are more than just words, they are keys that help you understand. Think about your own favorite foods. What are they? What words do you use to describe them? What is their story? This is your invitation to explore. Do not be afraid to try new things, both in the kitchen and with your English. Every new dish you try, every new word you learn, brings you closer to the world and closer to understanding. So, what happens when these amazing food traditions from different parts of the world do not just stay separate but actually come together? What happens when cultures meet in the most delicious way possible? Get ready for a taste experience that will surprise you and help you learn English words in ways you never thought possible. We are going to explore the exciting world of fusion food next. You will not want to miss this. 4. Fun ways to learn English. Chef Alex here. Are you ready to have fun with English? Forget old books for now. We are going on an adventure with food, and your taste buds will be your guide. Learning English can be fun and easy, like tasting a new, yummy dish. This is our English Bites way. We use the world of food to help you speak English well. Learning will feel like exploring and enjoying, not like hard work. Think about it. We see and eat food every day. So, why not use something you already like to learn a new language? This is our secret trick, learning English with food. It's a simple idea, but it works very well. We take food from different countries, talk about how to make it, share meals, and then, wow. You learn new English words and practice speaking in a natural way. It brings people together, it's fun, and it works. Let's learn some fun ways to use food to make your English better. The Foodie Vocabulary Explorer. Imagine you are in a busy market or maybe in your kitchen with lots of great food items. This is your own English learning place. Everything you see, touch, and smell is a chance to learn. You might see a bright red pepper. What is its name in English? It's a pepper. Or maybe it's a bell pepper if it looks like that. Easy, right? Then you can say what it is like. It is red, it is shiny, it feels smooth. What about those little green leaves that smell so good? That's cilantro. And how does it smell? It smells fragrant, or maybe a little spicy. See? You are not just looking at food, you are collecting words. You are becoming a foodie vocabulary explorer. Let's try more. You pick up a round, yellow fruit. That's a lemon. And what does it taste like? It tastes sour. Or you see a pile of orange roots. Those are carrots. They are crunchy and sweet. Even the things you do with food are English lessons. When you cut vegetables, you are chopping them. When you stir a sauce, you are stirring. When you add spices, you are seasoning. These are all action words. Words that tell you what to do, that you use often in the kitchen. Think about spices. You might have a jar of cumin. It has a strong, earthy smell. Or maybe some paprika. It is a beautiful red powder, sometimes sweet, sometimes a little smoky. Learning these names, saying what they smell and taste like, it is like collecting small treasures for your English brain. We can also talk about how things feel. Is that bread chewy or fluffy? Is that soup creamy or hearty? Is that ice cream smooth, or does it have chunks of chocolate? Every bite, every food item, every step in making food is a small lesson. You do not need a special computer program or a hard system. Just open your fridge, look in your kitchen cupboard, or walk in a grocery store, and you are learning. It is about being curious. Ask yourself, what is this called in English? Then, how does it feel? How does it smell? How does it taste? This is not just about remembering words. It is about feeling them. When you taste something tangy, you feel that sharp, fresh flavor. When you eat something savory, you understand that deep, rich, delicious taste that is not sweet. It is much more interesting than just seeing a word on a page. You are connecting the word to a real feeling and experience. And those connections are much stronger, much easier to remember. So, the next time you are making food or even eating a snack, stop for a moment. Look at what you are eating. Say its name out loud in English. Say what it is like. Is it ripe, ready to eat? Or unripe, not ready? Is it fresh or frozen? You will be surprised how quickly your words get more just by paying attention to the wonderful world of food around you. It is a tasty way to build your English skills, one food item at a time. The restaurant role play. Now, let's use our English skills in the real world. Where do we often use language? Yes, a restaurant. Going to eat is a great chance to practice speaking English in a fun, useful way. You might feel a little shy at first, but remember, everyone starts somewhere. And in a restaurant, people are usually kind and happy to help. Let's imagine you walk into a nice, small cafe. You want to sit down. The first thing you need is a table. You can say, "Can I have a table for two, please?" That is a simple, polite phrase. If you are by yourself, you would say, "Can I have a table for one, please?" The person who serves you will likely ask, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "What can I get for you?" This is your signal to look at the menu. The menu has many new words. You can point and say, "I'll have the chicken salad, please." Or, if you are not sure, you can ask for advice. "What do you recommend?" Is a good question. The server might say, "Our special today is the fish tacos." They are very popular. You can also ask about the food. Does the pasta have nuts? This is important if you have allergies, if certain foods make you sick. Or, is this dish spicy? If you do not like food that is too hot, this question is a lifesaver. When you order your drink, you can be clear. "Can I have a glass of water, please?" Or, "I'd like an orange juice." If you want something with bubbles, you can say, "Sparkling water, please." Let's say you want to ask for something specific. Maybe you want your coffee with no sugar. You can say, "Coffee, black, please." Or, "Tea with milk, no sugar." And after you have enjoyed your food, it is time to pay. You can ask, "Can we have the bill, please?" Or, "Check, please." The server will bring the bill. You can pay with cash, money, or a card. If you are happy with the service, you might want to leave a tip, extra money for the server. This whole event, from walking in, ordering, eating, to paying, is a full English conversation. You are using greetings, polite requests, questions, descriptions, and saying goodbye. It is like a small play, and you are the main actor. Do not be afraid to practice these phrases. You can even practice at home before you go out. Stand in front of a mirror and pretend to order from a menu. Ask a friend to act out the situation with you. The more you practice, the more sure you will feel when you are actually in the restaurant. And guess what? Even if you make a mistake, it is okay. Most people understand that English might not be your first language, and they like that you are trying. The main thing is to communicate, not to be perfect. Every time you order food in English, you get better. You build confidence, and you feel the joy of using your new language skills in a real, tasty situation. It is useful, it is important, and it is definitely fun. The recipe reader and cook. Let's get our hands a little dirty. Cooking from an English recipe is one of the very best ways to make your English better, especially your reading and understanding of instructions. Recipes have many useful verbs, exact amounts, and steps to follow. It is like a small lesson in following directions, but you get a delicious meal at the end. Imagine you find a recipe online for something simple, like chocolate chip cookies. The title might be Easy Chocolate Chip Cookies. Then you see the list of things you need. It will tell you exactly what you need: 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of butter, 2 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. See all those numbers and amounts? Cups, teaspoons, tablespoons, grams, milliliters. These are all important words for cooking and for everyday life. You learn how to measure things correctly. Then come the instructions. This is where the action words are very important. The recipe will start with something like, first, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Preheat is a key verb. It means to make something hot before you use it. Next, it might say, in a large bowl, cream together the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. Cream together is another cooking verb. You are mixing them until they become light and airy. Then, beat in the eggs one at a time. Beat means to mix something quickly and hard. And stir in the vanilla extract. Stir in means to mix something into another mix. You will see words like mix, to put ingredients together. Whisk, to beat ingredients with a whisk, usually to add air. Fold, to gently mix a light ingredient into a heavier one. Bake, to cook in an oven. Fry, to cook in hot oil or fat. Boil, to heat a liquid until it makes bubbles. Simmer, to cook gently just below boiling point. Chop, to cut into small pieces. Slice, to cut into thin, flat pieces. Grate, to rub food against a grater to make small pieces. Following these steps needs you to pay attention and understand. You have to read each instruction carefully and then do the action. It is a great way to improve your understanding. You are not just reading words, you are understanding a process. What is good about recipes is that they are usually very clear and direct. They tell you what to do. This is perfect for learning basic English commands. You can start with very simple recipes. A basic omelet, a simple salad dressing, or a mug cake. As you get more comfortable, you can try more complex dishes. The more recipes you try, the more cooking words you will learn, and the more sure you will become in reading and understanding English instructions. And the best part? You get to eat what you made. Every time you successfully follow a recipe, you are not only making your English better, but you are also creating something delicious to enjoy. It is a rewarding and tasty way to learn. So, get an apron, find a recipe that looks good, and let's start cooking in English. The Food Vlogger, practice your speaking. Now that we have learned new words, practiced ordering, and followed recipes, it is time to use your own voice. This is where you become the star of your own food show. Even if it's just for yourself, practicing talking about food is a big step in speaking English well. Think about your favorite meal. What do you like about it? Is it the taste? The smell? The memories connected to it? Try to say what it is like in English. You can do this in a few ways. First, you can just talk to yourself. When you are eating a delicious meal, say out loud what you are experiencing. This curry is so full of flavor. The coconut milk makes it very creamy. And the spices are just right. It is a little bit spicy, but in a good way. You can even pretend you are a food critic or a food blogger. Imagine you are filming a video. You can point your phone at your plate and start talking. Hi everyone. Today I'm trying. Conclusion. And so, our journey with English words about food comes to a happy end. We learned many new words and about different places and tastes. Learning English can be fun, like a big, tasty party for your brain. This is just the start of your fun English adventure. Keep learning, keep tasting, and keep talking. When we learned about Italian pasta, we found new words like flour, eggs, and basil. Remember when we learned to ask for things in a busy Thai market? We practiced saying, "Can I have?" And "How much is it?" Food helped us learn, gave us a reason to learn, and was a yummy prize. Learning English with food is easy. You don't just learn words, you feel them. Like the nice smell of spices or how a good dish feels to eat. Food helps you remember words better. Learning about food also helps you learn about people. That's when English feels truly alive. Food is more than just eating. It's a way everyone understands each other. It brings people together, helps them talk, and shows them new things. When you learn the English word for spicy, you remember how a hot curry or a tangy salsa feels. This link between taste, smell, sight, and sound helps English words stay in your mind. They become part of your memories, not just a list of words. By exploring the world with its food, you learn English and become a world friend. You start to see things from different views. Learning feels easy when you love something. And what's better to love than good food? Every meal you eat, every new food you try, is a chance to use and grow your English in a way that feels good and happy. What will you do next on your tasty English adventure? Don't stop now. Keep exploring. Try a new recipe in English. Watch a show about cooking. Order your next meal using the English you learned. Visit our website at website address for more recipes, word lists, and ideas to keep your English fresh. Join us on social media handles and share what you find about food and language. We are excited to